Hello guys, and yeah, welcome to another drink review. This time is of a drink called COQ Virgin Margarita. And yeah, watermelon flavor. I always thought margarita was like, the drink was like something, oh god. Piss. I hope that did not fall right under my wheels. It did. It's fine. These wheels don't have air in them anyways. They're just rubber wheels. Hard rubber, but anyways. Margarita. Yeah, smells okay. I wouldn't say it really smells watermelon. It smells more like a watermelon candy more than, you know, just watermelon, which is probably let's see, yeah, it's come from the flavorings. But it's good. It tastes just like it smells. Like a sweet watermelon flavored candy, but in liquid form. I wouldn't get it again, but I'll finish the bottle. I wonder how much. It doesn't taste super sweet, so I wonder. Okay, it does have a lot of sugar. Okay. 8 grams per 100 milliliters, and this whole thing is 330 milliliters, so that's a lot of sugar. But yeah, that was the drink review. The first thing I want to talk about is the fact that my bed broke. Yeah, 2 days ago I heard like a loud noise during the night. It was boom. I was like, oh, okay. I didn't pay attention to it. And then this night, or maybe I should say like this morning, I don't know. When I was trying to raise the head, I raised it up and then I heard BAM! A noise again, and then it fell down on one side. I was like, oh, fuck. And I was like, oh, I can't deal with this right now. So I just lowered the bed and just slept like it was a normal bed. Then when we looked today, one of these claws has just deteriorated. It completely like been destroyed, and the whole frame like there has been twisted. It's like, how the fuck does that happen? I guess they didn't assume that people would be spending as much time in bed as I do. Yeah, because I'm not that heavy. I mean, I would say obese, since I am 101 kilos at the moment, which is around 222 pounds for you Americans, around there. They say between 220 to 225 pounds, which isn't that, well, it is much. I mean, I'm 180 centimeters. I should not be that fat. Let's see. But it is not a cheap bed. I mean, the bed cost 14,000 Swedish kroner, which Let's see. SEK to USD. I actually have no idea what the dollar is at the moment. Let's see, how much is $1? $1, oh, it's almost 9 Swedish kronor at the moment. But 14,000, so 1,611 US dollar in today's currency. I think we bought that bed in 2016 or 2017, one of those. So I still don't find it acceptable that it is broken like that. I wouldn't be surprised if, I don't know. But I do use the bed a lot, like a fuck ton. Spend most of my days in bed. I mean, I would probably say I spend probably 16 hours in bed per day. So yeah, maybe that took its toll. I mean, it still works as a bed. I can still sleep on it if I just have it like a normal bed that's flat. But I like to sleep with the head up a little. Now I'm gonna have to, sleep with it down. Oh well. I mean, if we won't be able to get like new parts for it, and if they say, oh no, you have to pay, blah blah, or buy a new bed, then I'll say, fuck it. I'll just, because the bed still works as a bed. I'll just not have the privilege of being able to raise the head and make it a bit more comfortable. And we'll see how long I can handle that. Oh god, what else? Yeah, I finished the Blade of Galadriel DLC for Shadow of War yesterday. Or maybe I should say today, because I finished it late. I mean, at like 12:03, let's say, example, or 24:03. It's basically when I finished it, so it was today technically, but I mean, I just woke up like an hour ago. That is 14:02. I have eaten today. I'm trying to do like a rapid weight loss thing. Me and my mom are, in which we'll limit our calories quite heavily. And me in particular, I'm gonna be eating like most of my, like almost all my calories in a short time span. So I'm basically doing like OMAD or 2MAD. Like 1 meal a day, 2 meal a day. I'm trying to eat like 1,000 calories, 800 to 1,000. If it goes up to 1,200, I don't care that much. But I'm limiting it to like a short window of time. And I'm just doing it until the end of this month, just to see. Just to try and get like a little bit of rapid weight loss thing. Because there are studies that say like doing a rapid weight loss, like short-term rapid weight loss, might be better than like a slow long-term weight loss, in which you do the rapid weight loss and then you maintain. Yeah. And for me, I have, I will say that my metabolism problems are not as common as they were like a couple months ago. I mean, I would say the last probably 3 to 5 months, let's say this year, I haven't had like huge problems with it. So that is something that's gone better. The weight gain I got after I stopped keto was entirely on me. Like, I ate a fuck ton of, ice creams and just shit because it was so warm and so just still air here in Sweden, or at least the part of Sweden where I live. And I also live in a place where there is constant sunlight. Like we probably get 14 hours of direct sun where I live. Which is probably why, if you've seen some of the videos when I was outside and all that, it looks beautiful. There's a fuck ton of like greenery. There's a fuck ton of just things just grow super fast where I live. I mean, they're constantly like every day they're cutting like things down, and then the next day like a new tree has sprung up. Like a new like humongous tree is there. Like this wasn't here yesterday. So I live in an area where nature really likes. It's a bit sad that it's an area that is like there's been a lot of gang violence lately, which to me, I mean, I don't care that much about gang violence since, I mean, where I live, most people that die, that get raped and all that tend to be people who are members of gangs or like girlfriends of gang members or family members of gang members. It's very contained to that. It's not very many like just innocent people being murdered and raped where I live. Outside of, obviously, there's a lot of people with, you know, like especially a lot of alcohol problems and a lot of painkiller problems, you know, or addictions and all that in the area where I live. So there's a lot of problems when it comes to that, you know, like I've talked about my neighbor that lives, well, right there, like probably like beat the living shit out of his wife, even though they beat the living shit out of each other, but he's stronger than her. So she should realize that I probably shouldn't like initiate a fight with him because he's gonna kill me one of these days, but she keeps doing it, so oh well. The pain of being addicted to alcohol and then screaming at each other. Yeah, I mean that's pretty much the area I live in. Even though it is a beautiful area, I mean, in the whole scheme of things, if you're gonna think about like low-income areas of Sweden, it's a pretty good area since it's not like other areas that I used to live in like 10 years ago, all that. I mean, I used to live in Rinkeby, and if anyone knows about that in Sweden, it's like probably the worst place in Sweden to live in. There is actual like huge problems. But at the moment, I live in a suburb, and Swedish suburbs are not like American ones. Because when I hear suburb, I think of like people who live like in actual houses and they live like, you know, like yeah, I don't live in a big city. Like the place where I live, there's like 10,000, 12,000 people. A lot of woods. I miss being outside. I miss being able to just walk around, and that it has nothing to do with the fact that people are like raping and killing each other. Like, it has nothing to do with that because I'm not afraid of that happening to me. But the fact that I can't do it anymore, just walking through the woods that we still have. I mean, we have rabbits around here in this part. We have rabbits, we have foxes, we have brown rats, and we don't have like the city rats. We have actual wood rats or wood mice. I don't know. We have deer. Like, we have wildlife where I live. And I would love to just go out in the woods, film the wildlife. But I can't do it. And I think that's a huge thing when it comes to my mentality. Since I would not categorize myself as an introvert or an extrovert. I would probably categorize myself as I'm a 50% extrovert in the fact that I like going outside. Not necessarily like hanging around like a bunch of people, like, oh, let's party. No, I don't like that. But I do like going outside just... So I'm an 50% out the doors person. Maybe that's better to say instead of the extrovert introvert thing. I'm an outdoor person 50% of the time, and I'm an indoor person 50% of the time. I like both. But this last probably like 14 years I've been reduced to like almost 100% indoor. Which is horrible. Especially since I live in an area where the outdoors is actually very beautiful.